Well, hi there everyone, FarmSim Gamer here. Welcome back to Map Italia and to my 30-day challenge. We're on day 3, another early start. It's just coming up to 6:30 in the morning, and the first thing we're going to do today is take on a few fertilising contracts. So I've already selected field 11, 22 and 38, and as you can see from the map, they are all in their early stage of growth, and there's a reason for that which I'll explain a little bit later. I've also seen that there is a harvesting contract in field 36. Now that's just down the road from our farm that you can see, so that's probably an easy one that I can do. I'll probably go and drop the trailer down there, take the combine down, get that underway, and I can then kind of do the fertilising contracts at the same time, hopefully. Now the other thing as well is that our own grass field that we purchased, that's got weeds in it as well, so I need to get those sprayed off so we can maximise on our yield. So before I start any of those contracts, I need to go to the shop and get a few items purchased. So first up, we need to get ourselves a sprayer. Now I saw this little Lizard 128 in the mod hub, so I'm going to buy this second hand. I'm going to bump the working speed up to around about 10 mile an hour. That helps kind of get the work done a little bit quicker, and I need all the help I can get at the moment with the getting these contracts done as quickly as possible. So I'm going to get that second hand. I'm going to buy that because it's nice and cheap. And then next up, I'm going to get a set of rolls which we're going to use for doing the fertilising. So if you haven't done this before, the Matador 610S rolls here have a fertilising function on them, so they basically improve seed to soil contact, which kind of acts as a fertiliser replacement. So I'm going to lease these again second hand. I've increased the working speed a little bit, and because the fields here aren't particularly big, I can still get the contracts done reasonably quickly. Also need to get a little pallet fork here so I can bring a pallet of herbicide back to the yard. I suspect we'll probably need more than one, but I'm just going to get one at the moment and see how we get on. And then of course I need to buy the actual herbicide itself. So I'm just going to get one of those and then we'll get down to the shop, get these picked up, and head back and start getting those contracts underway. So we're heading off down to the shop. I've got the Follow Me mod installed, so we should have our other little tractor kind of following up behind us. Now I've got store deliveries as well, and I could have the items delivered to the little farmyard, but you do get charged 2.5%, and at the moment we're trying to focus on obviously building our budget, so it's a bit of a balance between time taken to go and get the items from the store versus kind of losing 2.5% on the purchase. Now those items are kind of fairly cheap, so I guess we wouldn't lose too much, but I'd rather save the money at the moment. So I'm just checking that he is following. There he goes, coming down the hill. Right, I'll see you all at the shop. We'll get these items picked up and head back to the fields. Okay, so I've put the set of rolls on the little Fiat 120 here. They only need 100 horsepower to pull them, so that will be absolutely fine for that. I've put the sprayer on the Hurleman, and because we needed the 3-point hitch, I put the pallet fork on the front of here as well. So that's got the IBC of herbicide. So we're going to head up back to the fields. I'll probably get the sprayer underway first in our kind of grass field that we purchased, and then I'll get the rolls sent down to that field 38 because that's the closest one, and I'll get him to do that, and then I'll get the pick up that harvest contract in field 36 as well, get the harvester taken up there and get that underway, and then hopefully that field 38 that's got that fertilising contract is only quite small, so I'm guessing that that'll be finished fairly quickly, so I can move the trailer down to field 36, so that's there for the harvester, and then we can kind of crack on with the rest of these fertilising contracts. And I'm guessing the spraying probably won't take us too long. This sprayer's only got a 15-metre boom, and it's only got a 600 litre capacity, so not particularly big, but I'm hoping kind of won't take too long, and then we'll just have to sort of see how the day progresses. I'm hoping that our field of soybeans will kind of turn fairly quickly, and that will be available for harvesting a little bit later today. Right, I'm just going to get course plays set up and get him underway doing the spraying. As you can see, the crop is growing quite nicely. It's kind of up halfway up the sort of tractor wheel, so I don't think this will be long before it's going to be ready to harvest. So hopefully we can get these weeds sprayed off, and if I can, I'm going to try and get another layer of fertiliser or application of fertiliser kind of put over the field as well, just to kind of boost things. So hopefully I'll be able to get that done before it's ready for harvesting. So I'm just going to get these settings finished off now. We'll generate the field course, and then I can get him underway. And I'll leave him doing this, and I'll go and get the roll sorted down in field 38 for that first fertilising contract. Okay, well, I'm down in field 38. I went to use Courseplay to do this field as well, and suddenly realised that field 38 and 37 are in a block of 2 fields that are sold together. So when I went to do Courseplay, it actually looked at both of those fields combined rather than just individually. So because it's a fairly small field, I'm just going to do the headland myself, and then I'll just put a regular worker in here so they can finish this field off. So I'll just need to be mindful of that. I think if I've got a bigger field, then I can obviously set a new course perimeter for the actual field that I do and just save and number that off separately. But because this one's so small, I didn't really need to worry about that too much. So that field 38 didn't take us too long. That's completed already. We're going to nip up the track here and go over to field 22, which was the biggest out of the 3 contracts that we took on. So that one's probably going to take us a little bit longer. So we're just going to drive up the track here. It's a little bit of a convoluted route, but we should be there soon enough. Now again, I've used Courseplay to get this guy underway, so as you can see, slightly bigger field this one. Beautiful views over the valley here as well, so that's kind of really nice. And I really do like using these set of rolls. Of course, the one benefit of them is that you don't have to buy any fertilising products, so all the money that I will make from the contracts will go into my bank account. I don't have any costs or expenses apart from kind of wages and fuel in the tractor, so that's really good. And the Hurleman seems to be getting on okay with spraying our field of soybeans. I keep referring to this as the grass field, which of course it was when we purchased it, but we've subsequently ploughed it up and put a crop in here, but it's not numbered, so I'm not quite sure what else to refer to it as. Okay, so he seems to be doing fine. I need to get that contract sorted out for the harvesting contract, so field 36 I think it was. So that's not too big a field, so I'm going to take this one on. I left our combine in the big barn that's kind of by that old grass field that we purchased, so I'm just going to take him up and over the hill past our little farmyard and down into field 36. We can get him set up, and again I will use Courseplay with him just to get him underway, and then I'll use one of the tractors, probably the Hurleman, once he's done the herbicide, to bring the trailer down to the corner of this field. Now you can see, having a quick look at the weather, we've got a bit of rain that's threatening later on in the day. I'm not quite sure how soon that's going to arrive, but I'm kind of hoping it won't hinder our progress doing this harvest contract. Of course, doing the rolling and sort of any other sort of field work shouldn't be affected by the rain, so we should be okay with that. But obviously it could stop us doing this harvest contract if that rain arrives fairly early. Right, I'm just going to cut into the field a little bit here, and then I will use Courseplay, like I said, just to get him set up, get him underway, and then I can kind of leave him to do this contract, and I can probably go and take a look and see what else there might be coming up, because of course my real focus is just being able to earn as much money as I can every day so that I can grow the farm, buy additional plots of land, and I'm hoping then that the more land that I can purchase, of course, the more money that we will make off our own fields, and we'll be less reliant on doing contracts. So these first few days of doing this 30-day challenge are going to be kind of filled with doing contract work, and then gradually, hopefully, I can kind of build the farm by getting some more fields of our own, and then I'll have a little bit more flexibility to kind of diversify a bit with some of the other crops that are available. You see the train there coming along the track. I think that was specifically designed just for this map, the actual train itself, so to reflect kind of real trains in Italy. It's just heading down the track there to IFE, which is one of the selling points that we used the other day for one of the harvest contracts. Well, our little Fiat 120 seems to be getting on okay down in field 22 with this rolling, so that's good. Looks like he's done all of the headland now and cracking on with the land work. So I'm pleased with these rolls. They're always good to use. I kind of do like using them. And although there's the benefit of obviously not having to pay out for fertiliser, the only downside, I guess, is that they're limited to a 6 metre width, or just over 6.2 metres. So by comparison to a fertiliser spreader or using a sprayer or something like that. Obviously it takes them longer to cover the ground, but at the moment we're trying to kind of maximise on profit. I'm still kind of fairly pleased that I'm using these. I'm sure we will get a fertiliser spreader at some point in the future, so that may enable us to sort of take on some contracts where the crop has kind of grown a lot more, and using the rolls is not really a viable option. Well, the rain has arrived, as you can see, but also our crop of soybeans has kind of turned and is ready to harvest. Now, that did mean that we couldn't finish off doing the herbicide spraying either. So we've got a little bit of a patch here that you can see that's still got some weeds in it, but not much we can do about that. And as you can see, our New Holland has come to a grinding halt up here in field 36. The heavens have opened, the sky's looking pretty kind of dark and gloomy, so I suspect this rain's going to be setting for a little while. I guess we'll just have to wait and kind of get on with that harvest contract as and when the sun comes back out. But the rain's not affecting the other contracts that we're doing. So the Fiat 120 has almost finished in field 22 here, as you can see, and he'll be moving over. I'll stick him in field 11 as soon as we're done, and that'll be the last of those 3 contracts that we took on earlier. And with the rain having stopped us from doing that harvesting contract and indeed harvesting our own field, I needed to keep the hurlerman busy and make good use of that sprayer that we purchased earlier. So I saw that field 33 had come up for a herbicide spraying contract, so we've taken that one on as well. Now, ordinarily in the real world, you wouldn't really be spraying herbicide when it's tipping it down with rain, but the game enables us to do that, so I'm quite happy to take the contract money. Now, it looks like this weather's going to be set in for a little while now, so I do need to try and keep taking on some more contracts. So I'm going to take a little look and see what else is available. So there's quite a few in the list here, as you can see, and quite a few harvesting contracts that have come up. Some of them look half decent. Field 23 there, I know that's for potatoes. Field 19 kind of looks quite promising, but no good to me at the moment because it's still kind of raining quite hard. So just scrolling down the list, we've got field 25 and 26 there that are next door to each other and just down the road from our kind of farm, opposite the grass field that we purchased. So they're for sowing. I'm going to take both of those on board, and both our tractors have finished the other contracts now, so they're back up at the yard. So I will see you there, and we'll get one of them sorted out for doing those drilling contracts. But we're just dropping the sprayer off. You can see that the sun's come out, so I'm hoping this rain will kind of ease up fairly quickly. Now I'm going to use the Fiat 120 for doing those drilling contracts. I'm going to put the hurlerman on the trailer here because it's got a slightly better road speed, and I'll take him down to field 36 so he's ready to help with that harvest contract and finish that one up as soon as the rain stops. We're just heading down the track here. Field 26 is just over to the left hand side there, and field 25 is in front of me, so I'm going to go and do field 25 first, which is the bigger field. Now I did think the sun was coming out, which it is, you can see, but it looks pretty gloomy in the distance there, doesn't it? So I'm not sure how long this rain is going to last, but anyway, I just remembered as well that we had a bit of an issue with the drill and course play last time. I did try and do it again this time, and I still had the same problem. So I'll go and do the headlands myself. I'll probably go around 3 times, something like that, and then I'll get a helper in here and just kind of set him underway. Now I'm going to go and have another look at the contracts, if there's anything else that we might be able to pick up. I kind of held off a little bit because I was hoping that this rain would stop, but I don't think it probably is going to for a little while. It's just coming up to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we'll crack on with this drilling, see what else we might be able to kind of pick up, and then I'll just sort of take things from there, really. So it's just coming up to 4:15 in the afternoon, and it's still raining. So we're in field 25 still. We're getting on okay, and yeah, things seem to be sort of progressing quite well. I think once we've done this, we'll obviously move up into field 26, and I did go and have another look at the contracts, and field 18 had come up as a sowing contract as well, which is just over the road and down the track. So we'll go and do field 26 after this one, then we'll move over into field 18, and I suspect that will probably take us through quite late into the evening. Now this rain certainly seems set in for a little while, so I don't think we're going to get on with any harvesting whatsoever. So I suspect that we'll probably end up finishing that harvesting contract in field 36 tomorrow. Hopefully the rain would have eased overnight and we'll be able to get in there, and then of course we'll be able to move into our own field. So financially it hasn't been a particularly brilliant day. I was hoping we would really get those harvest contracts kind of finished up, but we haven't been able to do that. We started the day off with about 79,000 euros. We kind of only just nudging sort of 80,000 now. We obviously bought the sprayer, we've bought some herbicide, some seed, and we've rented or leased that set of rolls. So I'm hoping that by the time we finish these contracts, we'll end up with around about 100,000 kind of euros. So we're doing okay, but not as good as I had hoped. Well, our little Fiat 120 has moved over into field 26, as you can see there. So the headlands are done. He's busy working on the land work. And no sooner had we kind of moved over into field 26 with the drilling then field 25 came up as a fertilising contract. So I put the set of rolls back on the Hurleman and decided to take that contract on as well. So it seemed to be a kind of bit of easy money, really. So that will kind of add to our bank balance a little bit. You can see we've kind of crept up to 84,000 now. So hopefully, like I said beforehand, by the time we finish off this evening, we should be close to about 100,000 in total. Now, the sun's gradually setting, as you can see. Headlights are on, and I love the rolling countryside that's here, and it really does depict kind of the middle and northern part of Italy. I had the pleasure of going on holiday a few years back to Italy, and we kind of travelled down through Bologna and Florence and Siena, that kind of Tuscany region, and I must say that EDOMOD really has captured the beauty of that area, fantastically. So it's really, really lovely. So you ever get the chance to travel to Italy and go on holiday there, then kind of do take a trip down through Tuscany, because it really is beautiful. Well, I think I'm going to finish the video up here. I think the rain's set in for the rest of the evening. We'll crack on with these contracts and get these finished. That will probably take us through quite late this evening. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you are enjoying the series. If you are, then don't forget to give the video a like and comment below, because that really does help the channel. So thanks for watching. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are, stay safe, take care, and I will catch you on Map Italia next time. Bye for now.